He is your enemy. He is not your friend. He cannot become your friend. Don't think that by leaving him alone, he'll leave you alone. He hates you. He hates your family. He hates everything that was made in the image of God, and that means all of us. He hates us. And he's always thinking of some trick to try to get the best of us. In John 8:44, he says to the Pharisees, "You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of all lies." The devil is just plain mean. Years ago, I used to get mad at him. I say, "I'm going to get you, devil." But then I realized he's just doing his job. There's no sense getting mad at him. He's going to tempt every one of us from time to time, isn't he? In fact, I may be on somebody else's prayer list before long. I used to joke with people. Tuesday's the day I pray for lost and backslidden folks. And I used to joke with people and say, "Now, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to put you on my Tuesday list." And they knew exactly what I was talking about. And they kind of laughed, but they knew I wasn't joking. All right. So, the schemer, he tricks people. He's going to come along and he's going to put an idea in your mind, Peter, and you're going to go along with it. I know what he's up to, and you're going to fall away. And not only are you going to fall away, you're going to take other people with you. Now, Dad, who is the leader in your home? Who wears the pants in your family? Well, we have an even marriage. We share the authority in our home. We're equals. We don't believe that one should be the ruler over another. And so we both. Don't give me that. Who's got the final word in the home? Well, is it just you and me talking, or are you going to ask my wife later? You ever notice how bad men are when they're by themselves? "Yeah, I told that old filly." And then their wife's there and they're like, huh? You ever notice that? All right. The leader. When the leader falls, they take other folks with them. If you're the leader in the home, or you're supposed to be, and you don't live for Jesus, your whole family will suffer. Dads, God gave you big shoulders so you carry a big load, because he gave you the responsibility of leading that wife to grow spiritually and leading those kids in spiritual matters. All right. I like this one. The stipulation. Satan has asked to sift you as wheat. In other words, he has to get permission. Now, if you've been coming on Wednesday nights, you know that Job teaches that. The devil could do nothing to Job except by permission from God. He had to go to God and he'd say, "Now, does Job fear God for nothing?" He said, "What do you want to do to him?" He said, "If you take away all that he has, he'll curse you." He said, "Take it away." Lost his wife, kids, kept his wife, lost his kids, lost all his possessions, and still he did not curse God. And then he went to the Lord again. He said, "Can I touch him? Can I make him physically sick? Because if you touch him physically, then he'll curse you to your face." And the Lord said, "Okay." So the devil has asked permission to sift you like wheat. What does that mean? To shake you in a sieve, to agitate you to the point that you will turn your back on your faith. This is what the devil wants to do to you. Now, even though he's telling him this is going to happen, what should Peter be doing? He ought to be getting ready for the devil's encounter, right? But what's all racing through his mind while he's hearing this? This is our last meal together. Two of my buddies there have just tried to become the bosses of this group. Oh, and now Jesus is saying, "I'm going to betray him. I'm going to turn my back on him. I'm going to forget who he is. I'm not going to stand up with him." And all he can think about is defending himself in front of the other men. "I will never forsake you. I will die with you, Jesus." And so he doesn't take to heart what Jesus is telling him. So as you pray or as you think about your family members, begin by identification. Are they the one who fell first? or did someone lead them there? This is very important. You need to know. Are they the leader? Why do we need to know the leader? Because people follow leaders. We got to find out who it is so that we can do something with them, because when they turn back to the Lord, listen up. When they turn back to the Lord, just like the people followed them off the path, they will follow them back onto the path. Is that eisegesis? Am I reading something in there that's not there? I don't think so. So, in your family member's life, or in your friend's life, who was it that led them astray? Or can you see the pattern that they led someone else astray? Who is the key person here? Identify that person. Number 2, intercede. Hello? Pray. Intercede strategically for that person, the leader. Again, when God restores them, the other people will follow. Here's what the devil does. Peter Lord said this many years ago. If he can't get you to quit praying, he'll make your prayer list so big, you'll get tired of praying. Wouldn't it be better to pray strategically and say, now, where do I put my efforts? Where do I get the most? Johnny Frank Stevenson used to say, where do I get the most bang for my buck? Guy was 28 years old, owned motel or apartment buildings. I've never seen a guy like that. I mean, he loves the Lord. He tithes, and the treasurer confided in me one day. Lord L. Armour said, he and his wife have been tithing since they were young, since they were kids. Where do you get the most bang for your buck? Where can you focus your prayers that it will do the most good? Find out who that person is. If you don't know, who does? God does. Lord, am I praying for the right person here? Am I lifting up the right need here? Am I looking at the leader, or am I praying for all the followers and not really seeing the source of the problem? All right. But I have prayed for you, Simon. For you. Around you is what it means. It's the word perimeter. What does the army do when they start a perimeter? They see the enemies in a little cluster. They say, well, let's make a circle around them, and then we can fight them. I prayed all the way around you, Peter. Excuse me, Simon, because you're going to mess up. I'm going to call you by the name that you deserve when you fall away from me. I'm going to call you the backslidden name, Simon. I have prayed around you and built a perimeter around you. Hosea chapter 2, verse 5. Their mother, Israel, has been unfaithful and has conceived them in disgrace. She said, I will go after my lovers who give me my food and my water, my wool and my linen, my oil and my drink. Therefore I will block her path with thorn bushes. I will wall her in so that she cannot find her way. She will chase after her lovers but not catch them. She will look